Well, if you've shown up to Boulder wanting to play the point guard position the last 4 years, you've been out of luck with McKinley. But Barthélemy is the next guy. I think he's the guy they give the keys to. A lot of talent and a nice shot there in a big game.
Ooh, boy, speaking of Batty on a drive, he missed everything, and it's pulled away by De Silva.
And Merle contested that shot. Nice play by Merle off the bench.
Now the
Steps kind of feeling each other out, and now both of them getting on a little bit of a run, feeling it.
Boy, that's a great, strong finish.
Another guy they're talking about, maybe a lottery pick. And who's leading that is Jabari Walker when you go full 40 minutes.
And speaking of the NBA, he's got an NBA connection, as in his dad, Sabaki Walker.
That's right. I remember, the thing I remember about, two things about Samaki Walker.
2 to shoot it. Williams leading a 3-on-2. Williams gets it back, and that's an easier shot.
He's one of the guys I think looks a little tired to me. He looks just a little tired, Drew, and I think might need a couple blows here and there.
Here's Williams.
It's sort of power forwards like that won't guard each other for fear of getting in foul trouble. Fun to watch them go at it.
That'll count.
Now it goes the other way. Stanford, it's so good at that.
They've gone over 7 minutes now without a field goal. Ziaire Williams from the top and ends that drought coming into college basketball this year.
And while you're talking, Utah gets another bucket inside the paint.
And an answer.
Missing him on the offensive end.
Utah has matched their largest lead as Timmy Allen now 5 for 6 from the line, 13 points. So he has almost half of Utah's production here in the first half. Dejon Davis now on the bench with his 2 fouls. Ziaire Williams weaving his way inside is tripped by Allen.
Just a turnover ratio, by the way. He'll knock down those open threes, and he can even get into the paint and make plays himself.
First points for Jones after he was scoreless against the Buffaloes on Monday, which is a rare thing for the starting point guard for Utah. Ziaire Williams launching a 3 and answers for the Cardinal. Utah by 16, 7-0 run for Utah.
Here's the thing, though. The Utes have 20 points in the paint. One team is doing a great job defending the paint. The other team is really doing the opposite.
Ziaire Williams straight on, and a 3 for the Cardinal. Hot. He can do that.
Utah has been playing well. They just haven't finished well in the second.
Shooters in the conference. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, Kevin, but it's coming on lately at 4 threes against Arizona. You have to know where he is.
Pull-out jumper there for
screen. Spencer Jones and Yakimovsky.
Floater well short for Williams. There's the other Williams, Ziaire. Pull up good over Amakidi.
It's a beautiful offensive possession because, Kevin, it was good defense, but they moved the ball so much that they eventually found a crack in the line.
Yakimovsky, a good look there, didn't go.
I've been impressed with Washington State's offensive patience.
Ziaire probing to the foul line and putting it in.
College basketball officials call way too many offensive fouls when a guy just goes down.
Blocked that with his forearm. 2 seconds for Ziaire Williams, who was fouled on the floor, and that's going to put him on. Yakimovsky, 4 threes. He's got 16. And Ziaire Williams!
Batty down low. Jariah Horn from 18. And the weak side board pulled off nicely by Ziaire Williams. The precocious freshman can put it on the floor also. And he double dribbled.
Being the leader of this team, the head of the snake, but I think Batty in a lot of ways is kind of the heart of this team.
That's going to be an offensive foul on.
Not have better representation for college basketball, for the Pac-12 in terms of people and players. It's unbelievable.
And Matt, well said. And that is not hyperbole.
I mean, and force the miss. That's as good as it gets.
Good find by O'Brien. Parquet misses, and O'Connell has the basketball. And that's taken away by Batty.
To have one individual shoot that for halfway through the year is really difficult. To have a team shoot it is just, it's never happened.
Well, it's going to, we all understand, it's going to win you some close games when you can knock down free throws at that kind of rate. Here's Williams. Good feed to De Silva. And Oscar knows what to do down as Kasunas goes out. 54-43, 13:33 to go in the second half. Stanford 4-2, Colorado 4-2 in the conference, and I guess he's just... Good steal. That was Michael O'Connell.
Good D by Parquet.
And Williams had...
There's a Kobe move right there.
And Evan Batty got the offensive rebound, missed the hook shot.
Well, of course, that was the Kobe move.
Well,
started by MJ.
You know, like so many kids.
Tall. Only 10.5 turnovers per game, which is the fewest in the entire conference, and they have the second best assist to turnover ratio, so they're taking care of the ball. They're just not getting the stops when they need to, and they're not finishing shots when they got to make them.
Now Ziaire the rebound for Stanford. Oscar De Silva on the bench with 2 fouls for the Cardinal. Rylan Jones for Utah sitting with 2 personals. Nice pass by Williams and his throwdown. Max Allen with 9 to lead Utah. Dejon Davis has 7 to pace the Cardinal in his return to the lineup after missing the last 5 games.
Trying to create, and sometimes, you know, I feel like they've got to take out opportunities. If they do a great defensive job, they get a long rebound or get a steal, they've got to push and try to get numbers. Look, that's 2 times they've tried to push it. There you go.
Cutting De Silva, counted +1. The
Jones, his vision is incredible. Such a crisp passer too.
And a whistle, offensive foul.
From Ziaire Williams today, off to a really nice start, and maybe that triple-double kind of triggers him. Nice pass.
Feeds Lucas Kasunas for the
floor to say that Ziaire Williams was too small. It's a joke. Isaac Bonton's playing with us a little bit because Ziaire Williams is about 6 inches taller than he is, but well done.
turnover on Ziaire Williams. Looking,
and they have yet to play at home. Honest answer, I don't think so. I mean, the NCAA is going to give them some kind of a benefit, you know. But, you know, we're in unusual circumstances. Could happen. They haven't played at home yet. Reset button just a little bit. You look at what they've got. Coming off a 15-win year. The 2 years prior, 20-win years for Mike Hopkins. Last shot time here in the half. Jones beyond the arc. His three is good. That was a great. So it's the freshman O'Connell into the front court. Made a nice feed into De Silva in the last possession. That was just a misread, and the ball comes out also. Out of the corner. Let's try a three again. This one left short. Ziaire Williams. Nice feed, interior passing, and the layup goes down.
And force the miss. That's as good as it gets.
Good find by O'Brien. Parquet misses, and O'Connell has the basketball. And that's taken away by Batty. Good steal. That was Michael O'Connell.
Good D by Parquet.
And Williams had...
There's a Kobe move right there.
And Evan Batty got the offensive rebound, missed the hook shot.
Well, of course, that was the Kobe move.
Well,
started by MJ.
You know, like so many kids.
Tall. Only 10.5 turnovers per game, which is the fewest in the entire conference, and they have the second best assist to turnover ratio, so they're taking care of the ball. They're just not getting the stops when they need to, and they're not finishing shots when they got to make them.
Now for Timmy Allen.
I feel like they've got to take out opportunities. If they do a great defensive job, they get a long rebound or get a steal, they've got to push and try to get numbers. Look, that's 2 times they've tried to.
So it's the freshman O'Connell into the front court. Made a nice feed into De Silva in the last possession. That was just a misread, and the ball comes out.
12 Coach of the Year. He's only in his 4th year. So the defense works, but you got to have the right guys, and you've got to really work at it. And his team obviously is still in a little bit of flux, being able to run.
And then I skimmed it. So don't ask me about the minutia. But that is a student at Green. Sahonis got the start in place of Green, and this is Sahonis in the lane. 1 shot and only 1 for Washington.
Well, that's been an issue all year, is 1 and out.
And now it's Washington.
By Lucas, and he hits the 3 much needed.
Well, you can't help off of him, man. You have to know that he's a three-point shooter. You can't help off of certain people. And he's one of those guys, because if you do just like that, he's going to make you pay.
6 points now for Lucas, 45-38. Ball knocked free.
He doesn't need the ball. He just wants to play hard defense, and he'll take open jump shots when he gets them.
And that's one thing. We talked to McKinley Wright for a while yesterday. Backdoor cut. Parquet tried to flush it. It was affected by Ziaire.
In the conference? I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to tell me you'd make a case for UCLA, I'd buy it. You want to make a case for Stanford, I'd buy it. You want to make a case for USC, Colorado. It's the conference, or Oregon. The conference is got some really good teams at the top of this conference. And unfortunately for Utah, they've had a run of playing those good teams recently. As Ziaire Williams blocked.
I'm All-American in volleyball, so she's kind of the headliner, isn't she?
Exactly, part of the '96 U.S. Olympic team. So, got some sisters who play volleyball there as well. There's one athletic family. We've been stuck at 17-5 for a while. Washington tries to get it going again, out of the corner. Another 3-pull. That one might have been.
So Jordan Brown makes 1 shot. Jaden Dallaire is in off the bench. First sub for the game for Stanford. 2 fouls right away. And Spencer Jones. That's
on him. Do you want to guard him tight? He can go around you. Or if you give him a little space, he can nail it from distance.
Well, and the Matadors have forced 6 early turnovers by the Cardinal, trying to cash in a little more points. So they've scored 3 points off the prior 5. Starks couldn't get that one to go, but the offensive rebound is there.
Man, that guy, he was fantastic in Texas. But then again, with Rick Barnes, you could say that about wherever he's been.
Providence, Tennessee, etc. Is the Evansville native Christian Lander, the freshman in the game with his classmate Trey Galloway.
Where's it center?
In your mind.
Out of Jones music, because John Fogerty played a lot of that on that record, the Blue Ridge Rangers.
No, when I first heard it, I looked it up to make sure. By the way, we got a picture of you, Bruce, wearing a Stanford.
Defense. You basically give the guy a layup off the weak side ducky, and this is not Sidney Wicks playing here tonight. But Oscar's with 2 fouls already.
Oh, Williams met at the rim. Nice.
Great Smoky Mountains National Park. People have been asking me on the hotline all day about the mushrooms. I had to go deep into the library. Paul Stamets, fantastic fungi. How mushrooms can heal, shift consciousness, and save the planet. And Paul and I were on tour recently, the last tour with the Grateful Dead. And he's featured prominently in How to Change Your Mind, Michael Pollan.
Have to watch that defend without fouling. They, I think, might be the best defensive team in this conference, but you can't do it when you foul.
Davis misses from 3-point range, and here comes Colorado and McKinley Wright, number 25. He'll have the basketball in his hands throughout. He can score it. You know he can distribute, as Matt was talking about. Here's Batty down low. Ziaire Horn from 18. And the weak side board picked off by Williams, leading a 3-on-2. Williams gets it back, and that's an easier shot. If you mention that to him, Matt, you're guaranteed that he'll probably produce one in the next couple of games. There's a roof on that shot.
Jabari Walker is impressive, to use a word.
And maybe it's number 11, Jaden Delaire. That's his third bucket.
Yeah, he scored a couple here, but again, not getting back on defense. Stanford lucky that was not converted.
You know, like so many kids, McKinley's favorite player all time, the late Kobe Bryant. Parquet missed a three.
With his strong hand, he just missed the layup.
On the drive and left it short. Michael O'Connell trying to finish. Utah counters. Timmy Allen across the key. Open. Yontanen for three. And the rebound, Ziaire Williams.
Second half is huge for the running Utes.
Timmy Allen off the inbound. And the rebound, Ziaire Williams for Stanford. Know what's going on the last couple of games. How do you approach the subject with your team?
Well, confidence is more than half the battle with your players. I mean, you have all the offenses and defenses, the intricacies, you have the talent, but it's just really trying to make them feel like they can be successful in doing so. And you can replicate that in practice a little bit, but you got to go out and do it in games. And they have failed a few times as of late.
11, it was 18, a 7-0 Stanford run. Timmy Allen missing a three. Ziaire Williams.
Improving defensive player as well. Here he is again.
Gets a look. Bonton, great outlet for Noah Williams. Can't swim it in.
The Maui Invitational at Asheville.
Yeah, on the season shooting just 35% overall. It's an 8-point Cardinal lead. Bonton finding Bamba. 10 on the timer. Going baseline. Yakimovsky. A good look there, didn't go. Junior transfer from Collin College by way of Fresno State. Calvin College, excuse me. Yakimovsky, a contested three, nicks the front rim.
And even though that shot didn't.
Loose ball, shot clock at 17. Jones missing. But look at Kasunas inside. And the tap goes down for Ziaire.
Things you did in the first half, share the ball. Ziaire Williams, by the way, Jim, 6 assists in the first half. And, you know, he's played a very good all-around game.
I know everyone looks at the sexy stats of scoring, but Ziaire Williams doing some other things to help.
If you don't have the lead and it's a close game, maybe a different situation. But you don't need a long rebound to come off on a missed free throw, and all of a sudden the other team's got a 3-on-2 going to the basket.
70% free throw shooting team, the Stanford Cardinal. Three-point shot won't go down. Quad A
also.
Out of the corner. Let's try a three again. This one left short. Ziaire Williams. Nice feet. Interior pass.
Got a steal.
Badgema again. Couldn't finish. Rebound battle. Badgema gets it for the Huskies. They'll reset with Sahonis. And again, off the timeout. Defensive activity for Washington. And they have a chance to make this a single-digit game. And, oh, he had the layup and couldn't get it. And you still try to game plan for him, know what he can do. You got to know him as a player. But Ziaire Williams, maybe biting the hand that once fed him for a while. And there he is with a rebound.
Doubt about that. And Ziaire kind of puts the capper on it, especially when he's playing like he is tonight.
Badgema might have opened the eyes of the head coach, Mike Hopkins. He had the steal, missed the floater, but he fights for the rebound. Washington.
That's been an issue all year, is 1 and out.
And now it's Washington on the pickup. They want to play with more pace when they can. A missed three, and the rebound is Ziaire.